Okay, now let's move to task number 5, which is presentation. You are going to create a short presentation. All slides must have consistent layout and formatting. Step number 25, we are going to create a presentation of 6 slides using this file, which is m23vision.rtf. In order to create a presentation, I'm going to open the PowerPoint application and choose blank presentation. Now you have two options in order to import the slides. You can go to File, Open, and then search for the file in the supporting files, or you can just click on the small arrow in the new slide icon and go to Slides from Outline. Then search on the desktop or whatever you want for the supporting files and choose the file which is M23Vision. Automatically the slides will be imported. Now I'm going to delete the first slide because it's a blank slide, we don't need it, so I have to delete it. Okay, if I go back to the question paper, they are telling us unless otherwise instructed, the slides must display a title and bulleted list. So all the slides, the layout of the slides, they have to be as title and bulleted list unless otherwise instructed. Step number 26, make sure that your name, center number, cadet number appear in the same position on all slides. All right, they didn't mention, guys, that we are going to change the position of the details. They didn't mention if it's going to be in the header or in the footer. Whatever they say, we are going to do this step by going to insert header and footer and just activate the footer area and write down your details. So no need to go to the master slide here because they didn't mention in the question paper that we need to change the position of the details. So simply I'm going to click on insert, go to header and footer, and then activate the footer area and then write down your details as usual. When you are done, just click on apply to all. Okay? It's going to be fair enough. No need to go to the slide master to do this step. Format the first slide so that a title slide layout is applied with no bullets. In order to change the layout of the first slide, I'm going to click on the home ribbon, choose layout, and then choose title and content. Okay, and then choose title slide. I'm sorry, okay? We need to change it as a title slide. So this is how we change the layout. So we apply it as a title with no bullets. They are telling us that the title and subtitle text are center aligned and in the middle. They are automatically center aligned and in the middle of the slide, so no need to make any changes. All right. Step number 28, change the layout of the slide with the title Our Top Performing Students to a title with two placeholders side by side. In order to change this layout, I'm going to select the slide which has the title Our Top Performing Students, and in order to change it to title with two contents, go to the layout, choose title with two contents. This one, the title with two contents layout. Okay, so I'm going to click on this option. It will give you one title and two placeholders side by side. The dotted box, it means this is a placeholder. So if I need to add two placeholders, I'm going to choose two contents. Okay. Now, using the file m23markscomp.csv, I'm going to create a vertical bar chart. So now I'm going to minimize the presentation, and then we are going to open this file from the supporting files in order to create the vertical bar chart in Excel. When we are done with the details, I'm going to copy and paste it on this slide, the specific slide that they will mention in the question paper later on. Okay, now open the file, double click on it, and don't forget to highlight the whole sheet and fit the width of each column so that you can just see the whole data 100% accurate. I'm going to select from the top left corner, double click between any two columns, it will give you the fit size for the whole columns. Okay. Now let's read the question very carefully. They are telling us to compare the average marks for each subject except English. We don't need to take the English marks. They are not included in our selection for girls and boys. So I need to compare the average marks, the whole marks for the whole subjects except for English. Okay? For both girls and boys. How am I supposed to do this? I'm going to highlight the math marks for the girls and boys, and then I'm going to click on the control key because we don't want to include the English marks, and then we're going to highlight the computer science marks, design technology, and science marks. Okay, this is how we choose the selection properly. Highlight the marks of the math, computer science, design technology, science for both girls and boys. No need to take the overall average. It's not going to be included in our selection. They are just telling us to compare the average marks for both girls and boys for these subjects. Now, go to Insert and click on the charts. Choose the vertical bar, which is column chart. It means vertical bar. And choose the first option. All right. In order to do this, guys, I'm going now to see what they are telling us to include on this chart. The subject names in full on the category axis. You have to make sure that the subject names are in full on the category axis. Category axis, it means x-axis. Okay, this is the category axis. Now, in this step, I'm just trying to show you that if they didn't appear automatically because you didn't take the selection, including the titles, and this is what I want to do, because I want to show you how are you supposed to change these numbers into subject names, because they told us that we need to include on the category axis the subject names. So I didn't highlight them, just to show you how you can change them from 1, 2, 3, 4 into math, computer science, design technology, and science. In order to do this step, right-click on any position on the chart, and then go to select data. Now you have to change these numbers on the right section into the subject names. I'm just going to click on Edit, and you are going to highlight the cells that include the names. As you can see, this is how we change the category axis titles from 1, 2, 3, 4 into the subject names. And then press on OK. So simply, guys, if you don't want to include with your selection the titles, you can just change them in this way. Right-click on the chart in any position, then go to Select Data and Edit, and highlight the names of the subjects so that they are included on the category axis, okay? I just wanted to show you how to solve this problem if you face it later on while you are doing a paper, solving an exam, and whatever. Okay, the chart title, it has to be average marks compared. So I'm going to click on the chart title and I'm going to write down average marks compared. Be careful for the capital and small letters as usual. Only the data values above each bar. We need to add data values above each bar. In order to add data values, it means that I'm going to click on the cross sign and choose data labels. Activate the data labels. It will give you the values and it's going to be above each bar, okay? All right. Legend to identify the girls and boys. Now, this is the legend, okay? It gives us two names, Series 1, Series 2. But they are not the true names. We have to change them to girls and boys. And because I didn't take these two cells with my selection, that's why it gives us Series 1, Series 2 instead of girls and boys. In order to change it also, I'm going to right click, and I just want you to see this in order if you face it when you solve any paper, just you can do it by yourself. Don't worry about it. Just right click on the chart, go to select data. This time I'm going to click on Series 1 and then click on Edit. Just select what is the appropriate label that has to be included. Instead of Series 1, it has to be girls. Okay? And then press on OK. Now the second one, just click on it and then press on Edit button, choose the other label, which is boys. This is how we change the names in order to make it appear on the legend. Okay, so now we can just know that the blue color, it stands for the girls, and the orange color, it stands for the boys. So this is how we change both of them, guys, okay? All right. Now, when you are done, they told us that on the slide with the title, our top performing students, place this chart in the right placeholder. So copy the chart, Control C, or right click copy or whatever you want. And it's going to be on the right placeholder. So I can just delete this placeholder and just press on paste. Control V from the keyboard. Now you need to make sure that all the labels will appear 100% and it's readable. Okay, so I have to just a little bit increase the size of my chart so that all the details have to be 100% accurate. Okay, just make sure to increase the width or the height of the chart so that everything is visible. Okay, now you can just close the Excel, no need to save it if you are done with the chart. Place the contents of the file prices.csv in the left placeholder. Now I need to take a copy from the data in the file M23 prices and paste it in the left placeholder. In order to do this step, I'm going to open the file from the supporting files. The file name, just to make sure again, I'm sorry, it's prices. Okay, so double click on it and don't forget to fit the column size for each one. Highlight the whole sheet and then double click between any two columns and select the whole data. Take a copy, okay, and go back to the presentation. Now I need to paste the data in this placeholder. Before I paste it, guys, just make sure that you need to create a table which contains 4 columns, 5 rows. So I need to create a table before which includes 4 columns, 5 rows in order to paste my data in this table, this new table. So I'm going to click on the table icon from here and I'm going to tell them that I need to create a table with 4 columns and 5 rows. It will give you the table. Now you are going to paste the data that you have copied from there into this table. Okay, so this is how we take a copy and paste it right here. Format the table as shown. If I have a look very carefully, we just can see that the first row, the titles of or the headers of the columns, they have to be a little bit in a larger font and they have to be center and middle aligned. Okay, so I have to change what I've seen, and also you have to remove any fill color and keep the grid lines as shown. In order to do this step, you go to the design ribbon, which is related to the table, this ribbon, not this one, and then choose from the table styles, click on the arrow, more options, and then choose clear table. Clear table will remain the grid lines of the table, but it will delete or it will remove the shading color from the table. Okay, now I'm going to highlight the first row and we are going to increase the font a little bit. I think that 18 or 20 is going to be fair enough. Now we need to make it center aligned and we need to make it also middle. Exactly, the vertical alignment, it has to be in the middle also. So you have to go to the layout, don't forget this please, and click on the vertical alignment to make it center also. Okay, do we need to do this again for the rest of the rows? Yes, we need to do it again for the rest of the rows. They have to be in the middle but on the left. So I'm going to highlight the whole rows and choose in the middle, as you can see, but they have to remain on the left. So this is what we have to do in order to format the table to look like this. Okay? If I need to increase the size of the table, it's okay. You can increase it so that all the data is 100% readable and accurate. Do you think that we have to increase the font size of rows 2 to 4, rows 2 to 5? No problem. If you just want to keep it like this, it's fine. If you want to increase the font, just increase it a little bit. 12 or 13 is gonna be sorry, more than fair enough. Okay. All right. Do we need to do any other formatting? No. I think this is fair enough. Okay. All right. Perfect. Now, when you are done, the last step, it's going to tell you to print the slide with the title, Our Top Performing Students, as a single full page slide. I need to print out this slide as a full page. Okay. So in order to print it out as a full page, you are going to click on File, choose the print option, and then make sure that you have to give the number of the slide that you need to print it out, which is number 5. Just write 5 in this box because I need to print only this slide, this specific slide, and then make sure that it is in a full page slide. Press on print, it will be printed as one full page slide. Okay, if I go back to the question paper, they also are asking to print all the slides as handouts, 2 slides per page, each slide filling half the page. So I need to print all the slides this time, but each 2 slides will appear on one page. So I'm going to delete slide number 5 because I need to print the whole presentation this time. And instead of full page, I'm going to choose from the handouts group 2 slides. Then click on the print button in order to print them as handouts, 2 slides per page. That's it, guys. Hope everything is clear. Thank you for listening.